park.
What?
That's crazy.
Lennon put $1 in his it's a story years ago. He told me that he was performing. I think Lennon threw $1 or $2, watched him, and then threw $1 or $2 in his hat.
How about he throws 100?
He
was a Beatle.
Maybe he did throw a 5.
Chapman should have shot George. Save John.
Show us on $1 he shot you.
Shot my puppet.
So there you have it.
Should have kept those dollars.
Yeah.
But he didn't think.
Now we could all move on.
Stupid Oddly probably brought a roll with him. Wish he was here right now so he could kiss his mouth.
God.
Sometimes they do that.
Well, the Beatles, some say the greatest band of all time.
Yes.
And we could argue the second greatest band of all time. You think Rolling Stones? I think Moon Age Daydream.
Of course.
And we'll be playing some Moon Age Daydream next.
We should do that.
What?
I have an update.
On what?
On
Moonage Daydream
Moonage
was the song, I think. The band was called Mando Birch.
Mando Birch is the second greatest band of all time? What?
Yeah, I don't know. Steve sent this to me yesterday. He says, the name of my band was Mando, B-Y-R-C-H-E.
Birch?
Birch, I guess. Yeah.
Mando Birch? The fuck is that?
And then he goes, and I have over an hour of awful music, including another song written by me called Good Time Boogie.
I also,
oh, God. No, he didn't write a song called Good Time Boogie.
Also in my possession, I have Dr. Steve's 1970s era driver's license photo.
Yeah, the photo's great.
You've
What
seen
a
that, right?
filthy, greasy hippie he looks like.
Now, do you understand why I wonder if he was a swinger back?
He looks like fucking
back
Rico
in
the
the
Coke
70s?
dealer.
Yeah.
Or like a young friendo.
Yeah, he was getting.
He is just a...
He was getting some 70s Earth Mama muff.
Oh,
with that
you
look.
know that.
He had the look.
Long hair.
That the broads wanted back then, the hippies.
His band still plays, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where are they playing?
You know, I don't know, but... No, I can't fall for that! They'll be playing in Atlantic City.
Wow.
Believe me, I feel like I need a shower after this one. On January 15th, Late Show. And the opening for them will be me, Jim Brewer, David Tell, and Bill Burr.
That's fantastic.
Because our dumb show's sold out. But the last and final show goes on sale tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. It's the 11 o'clock Saturday Late Show.
Great.
It will sell out. And
this is the last one.
For real, that has to be.
People should know that. Don't
There's
wait
no other
around.
availability in the room.
Yeah, don't wait around. This is the last show.
And the guys will be there hanging.
Holy shit, good call.
That is funny.
Oh.
Wow.
That was Dr. Steve?
Yeah.
That's Dr. Steve.
Danny, you got to tweak that shit.
He does.
That's
he
a
looks
good
like
call.
the
Javier
fucking-
Bardem.
The
Yeah.
complete lunatic. Oh, my God.
He looks like a fucking intern.
Yeah, a little like that. He looks like an American Indian. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on with that picture.
He looks like a fucking a male escort that was pulled out of like a celebrity's fucking hotel room with blood on his fucking collar.
It looks like no matter what you're looking for, Dr. Steve in the 70s had it for you.
Yes. Unless it was a good phone call to a radio station, in which case he most certainly did not.
How does that guy become a respected doctor?
I have
He's
no
not.
idea.
Yeah, good point.
Wow, he was a pretty handsome guy back in the day.
He probably got some tang, I bet,
Yeah.
back then. Sure.
If you want
to...
to,
his 40 Econoline van.
you have to tap it and the seeds will roll out in the album, and then you roll it up.
Use
Smoke
the Yes album cover, the double album, to separate your seeds.
Very serious picture. He's trying to look very cool in that picture.
Yeah.
No smile, no nothing.
He's like a peak friend.
friendo.
What do you think his drug of choice was? back
Cock.
then?
You loved cock, Dr. Steve.
We're going to play Moonage Daydream next after these
I hear
messages
that
from
song.
1975,
Yes.
Dr. Steve's band from back in the day,
This
What's up, everybody? What else is going on in the world?
Hello.
The John Lennon thing was a big deal yesterday.
Certainly was.
Oprah announcing she's not gay. That was big.
Not gay.
We got the Aretha Franklin with the pancreatic cancer diagnosed yesterday. That sucks for her. I don't know her. She'll live on with her music. That's all I care about, right?
Thank God. Thank God V8 spills very slowly.
Wow.
It just tipped over on my computer, and like a little fucking blob came out, a little
Yeah.
blood clot.
Yeah. Looks like the curb at Dealey Plaza.
Bloomberg, possible presidential campaign in the near future.
Have fun. Go do it.
Stupid Bloomberg.
Give it a try.
Bloomberg.
You're ruining this city.
Huh?
Then the whole country will be fucking little islands with flowers on them.
Yeah.
Asshole has no respect for traffic at all.
Yep. A bike lane
Ugh.
from fucking New York to California.
It's New York, Mike. It's New York.
A lot of bike lanes and a lot of trees.
Fucking
going up.
annoying, dude.
A lot of trees.
I don't mind that stuff. I think it's good, and I understand why you would like it. But as someone who drives, in a cab even, sometimes I hit traffic coming here.
Yeah.
At 5 to 6 in the morning or 6 in the morning, there's traffic on Broadway because there's 2 fucking lanes.
It's not a little village. This is a giant city. You just can't do it.
It's so irritating. So irritating.
Yeah, he's playing Sim City with fucking a real city. Fucking asshole. Let me see what happens if I shut down this road and put in a bike path. You get a bunch of angry people.
It's like, what a fuck you to delivery guys that is, and people who have to drive for a living. It's like, I don't like cabbies, but that's a shit job.
Yeah. Another thing they're doing, let's see, they want to rename the Battery Tunnel to the Hugh Carey Tunnel.
Ooh.
Isn't
Hugh still alive?
How
Who's
that's
Hugh
going to
Carey?
catch on.
Who's Hugh Carey?
He used to
He's
be
a
a governor.
politician. Yeah.
Governor.
Why?
I
What?
know.
The Hugh Carey
Well-
Tunnel? Who gives a fuck?
This is an even better one.
Call it
which
that.
Will
Can I
never
guess?
happen. Yeah.
Oh. The better part of that, I would assume, how much money it's going to cost to change all the signs, because we get that every once in a while.
Well, that's always a big
it costs
thing.
millions of dollars to change the Triborough bridge to the Robert Kennedy RFK bridge.
And they still
millions.
call it I would never say take the RFK bridge.
No, I go Triborough.
It's like the Triborough.
Yeah.
It's always going to be the Triborough.
Is that going on with the Hugh Carey thing or no?
I think a lot of people just call it the Battery Tunnel, but this is an even bigger one that's coming up. They want to change the Queensboro Bridge to the Koch, fucking Ed Koch Bridge. They're
Why? Who cares?
to
Why?
commemorate
What did he do?
Ed Koch
What did he
for
do? Is it
being mayor of New York.
Is it a bridge that bumps into another bridge? 2 bridges?
Of course, they're docking bridges.
Doesn't a bridge need a tunnel?
It's
What a waste.
It's a waste because, first of all, no one's ever going to say, yeah, you take the Ed Koch Bridge. That bridge will always be the Queensboro Bridge or the 59th Street Bridge.
Of course.
It's never going to be the Ed Koch Bridge.
And for the rest of America, that's the bridge that is featured prominently in the opening credits to Taxi.
Taxi
Yes.
and
The Godfather.
And more so, if you remember a little movie called Turk 182.
One of my favorite weird movies.
That was at the end when he was changing the light letters on the bridge. That was the Queensboro Bridge.
I don't know why I like Turk 182. I think because it showed New York as very gritty.
Yeah, I like that time for movies in New York because New York
I
was just
love
a
old
disgusting
gritty
mess.
New York City.
With like big buses with just smog coming out of it.
Also, The Godfather really confused everybody in the New York area because they used the Queensboro Bridge, making believe they were going to Brooklyn.
GW. No, we're going to Jersey? Maybe.
No, they. Well, what's the famous line?
It is.
They were going to Brooklyn, right?
It was supposed to be the GW. They're going to Louis in the Bronx. It was supposed to be the
In the
GW
Bronx.
because to New Jersey there was an arrow.
But they used the Queensboro
It
Bridge
didn't
that goes
look
to
like
Queens.
the GWB.
No, it was the Queens.
Was it Queensboro?
Yeah,
And he
positive.
makes the U-turn. Nice work, Lou.
Right.
Because you want to lose somebody behind him.
It didn't. It would never work. You can't get to the Bronx with the Queensboro.
I don't know why I was just thinking.
Why am I even trying?
I don't know why I was thinking of that though this morning. I was thinking of
What
the.
the fuck?
Maybe they were going to take the Whitestone of the Throgs Neck.
Hey.
That's way out of the way, sir.
There wouldn't be a Jersey sign. There was a Jersey to Jersey. That's why he goes,
Yeah,
we're going
yeah.
to Jersey?
Right.
Maybe.
You can't go to
Maybe.
Jersey that way.
Right, that's why you know it was supposed to be the GW.
Right. But they used the Queensboro.
They had to.
I'm still trying.
No, you're right, though. They had to.
It
Because
doesn't
that
matter
night,
to anybody.
that night, they were painting the George Washington Bridge, and they would not stop painting for filming a
Is that
movie.
true?
No.
No. I knew it.
Why did
Jimmy.
didn't they just use the GWP?
That I don't know. maybe they could. Maybe you couldn't jump like that. Maybe you couldn't make that turn the GW.
You can't make it on the. Oh wait, how do they do it on the Queensboro?
They just spun around. It might have just been easier to do the shot on the
Probably
Queensboro.
was.
Yeah. Well, so the Hugh Carey tunnel.
Hugh Carey Tunnel.
And the Ed Koch
And the
Bridge.
Ed
fucking
Koch Bridge.
stupid.
It's really dumb to read it because the changing the signs, which you would think would cost like $8. It usually winds up costing to change the name will cost the city $4 million a piece. Like, where did $4 million come to change the name?
And can't we use that for something else?
Yeah,
would
like
think
taxes
so.
being lowered.
Yeah, people just yell and scream how New York's broke. You know, in New York City especially, and then they do something like that when you know they could use that money for something else.
Yep. I also hear the service on the MTA is at its all-time low, even though they raised fucking prices through the roof for people. Service is at an all-time low, which is great. It just goes to show you again that these motherfuckers can't manage money. And as Rudy Giuliani put it, the only bookie operation in the world that loses money, OTB, closed down.
Yeah.
They closed it.
It lost OTB.
How do you lose fucking money when you take people's money for betting on horse races and pay them when they win and keep it when they lose, and they lose more than they win? How do you lose money? You know how? Through fucking shit management, through people lining their pockets, through too many fucking chiefs. It's just... It shows exactly, that is a perfect example that any layman can understand of why nothing works. You wonder why the MTA loses money when they're taking in billions of dollars and people always have to go somewhere. They're using the trains, the buses, the tolls, everything. And you're like, how can they lose money? Because they can lose money as a bookie. No bookie loses money. And OTB had to close down because they're out of money.
That's just amazing.
It stuns me.
We all know bookies. They don't lose money in the end.
They don't lose money.
Overall?
You never have to go and bust a bookie's leg for not paying you off.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
Because they made money.
They know how to do that shit.
Yeah,
with the
they
odds
make
and all
money.
that.
But OTB had to close down, which does not bode well for the local tracks here in New York. Saratoga's talking about the fact that they're not even going to be able to survive without money from OTB.
Saratoga?
Yeah.
Springs?
Saratoga Racetrack, upstate.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Belmont,
man. August
same thing.
is a big month for them.
Aqueduct, same thing. These people, a lot of people don't go to the track to place bets, but a lot of people were going to OTB to place bets.
Now, how does that work? When you make a bet with OTB in the old days, obviously now, the track gets some of that cash?
Yeah, the track would get some of the cash.
Okay. I didn't know that. So now everyone has to go to the track to bet.
To bet, right.
Oh, yeah, they're fucked.
No one goes to the track if you... maybe the Belmont Stakes, things like that.
So OTB is nationwide, right?
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, it's just local?
I think they have different ones in different
I always felt like OTB was nationwide. So it'll fuck up the local tracks. Or do you think another business will take its place? Another type of OTB?
I don't know. It just... It's state run though. I think that seemed to be the problem.
Just shows you what the state's
because
all about.
Because the state and the
Like
city,
you
they
said.
can't do anything right.
Like you said.
But they can't get a private organization to do it because it's hey, you're a bookie, and God forbid the private organization does it right, and they make money, and then New York goes, hey, we want that, we want to do that, and get 50 people for the job of one, and lose money.
Does that speak volumes or what?
It does.
New York would just overtax them anyway if a private person did or a private company.
They would. Yeah.
They would just fuck them on taxes for
fuck them on
succeeding and drive them
taxes.
out that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Shitty. New York really is dumb.
Can we go back to the tunnel thing for a second?
Tunnel.
Yesterday,
all my troubles seem so far away. I was just getting into
yesterday, my biggest fear happened, and thank God it didn't happen to me. The Lincoln Tunnel.
I hurt myself?
That is a biggie.
That Lincoln Tunnel. You know how they sometimes decide they got to close a tube or two?
Yeah.
And then, so then what happens is you drive onto oncoming traffic in this tiny
in the
tube.
tunnel, yeah.
When you
It's my-
split the
Yeah,
it's a sport.
It's my greatest fear because usually a tube obviously is traffic going one way. You get 2 lanes, nice.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, not every once in a while, they do it a lot where they close enough of them down. So now you're driving right at cars coming at you, and there's no. First of all, the lanes are really narrow.
Yeah.
Second of all, if God forbid someone does do something wrong, you can't go anywhere.
Oncoming, you're just
you don't even have a shot
can't
to
swerve.
You can't swerve off the